Hey everyone, it's very windy out, so I'm going to be talking a little bit louder so my voice isn't masked over by very fast air we're dealing with. So anyways, I want to talk about what do you do if someone close to you is having an affair? And I was in this situation a couple of times with people that were close to me, one being my older sister who currently is not in my life. So it was years ago, and she confided in me that she was having an affair with someone at work. And she probably thought it was safe to tell me only because her husband and I had clashed for a long time. We were both strong personalities, and I didn't care for him. I'm sure he didn't care for me, but so I thought she probably thought I was a safe person to tell. And she made some really foolish mistakes along the way and got caught and by her own daughter, and but yet I had the secret. And she even at one point, I think it was my 40th birthday, had a bunch of friends together for dinner, and she brought her then boyfriend. I thought this is kind of bold because he was married too. So I was like, oh my gosh. So here I am, and I'm stuck, and she probably thought she had an ally with me because of the situation with her husband. But I remember her husband and he was the kind of guy I could call and say, hey, could you help me move a piece of furniture or whatever? And he had a truck. So I asked him, I said, hey, can you help me move some boxes? And he said, sure. And he came over and we were moving boxes. And he said, I think your sister's cheating on me. And I said, well, what makes you think that? And he gave me a bunch of different reasons. And I said, well, it's a couple of ways you can approach this. What if she's not? He says, well, that's great. I said, well, what if she is? And then I said, you have to figure out what you're going to do, just short of strangling him, because this is her choice. You have to decide what you're going to do. So as he's driving away, I said, hey, come on back. I said, she's having an affair with someone at work, and I'm just, that's it. And then I had never seen a man broken like that before, and it just crushed me. So I then sent her a text and I said, hey, I told so-and-so, that you're cheating. And she says, yeah, I figured you would, or something along those lines. And we didn't talk for a long time. But the way I feel is if I didn't tell, I'm just as much to blame. And number two, what if she ends up contracting an STD or something that HIV or anything along those lines, and she passes it on to my brother-in-law, and they have children. I just can't even imagine. So I told, and I've told on other occasions too, regarding women that were cheating on men. And I think the main reason I told is because if my husband, the guy I'm with now, or any guy I was with, was cheating on me, I would want to know. I know it's really hard to hear. It's harder to hear when you're in denial, or you're afraid, or you don't want the relationship to end, or you think there's something to salvage, or you have children. There's a lot of different reasons why someone doesn't want to hear it. And I'm just saying, for me, even though my brother-in-law asked me to tell him to confirm the truth, and initially I didn't want to tell him, and I knew he was ready to hear it, there were times when other people were not ready to hear the truth. And in both cases, the couples both stayed together. My sister's still with her husband. It's not a healthy relationship whatsoever, at all. And they stay together. I don't even know why they're together, and I don't even think they could tell you why they're together. I think it's because of the money that's involved, the house. It's I think if both of them are fighting to win, and they're at a standstill, it's like checkmate, and neither one is making the move to leave a very highly dysfunctional relationship. And so it's really hard to know if you should tell. I told. There's many different ways you could do it. You could flat out just say it, but in most cases, you have to have proof. And sometimes even if you have proof, the spouse will not believe you. So you're still stuck, but it's up to your discretion. I just know how I would want to be treated in this situation if that happened to me. And then I do the same for other people. So whether I give them the information and I say it's up to you to do whatever you want with it, and I am going to step away. So it's up to them. Then I let the chips fall where they may, and then I exit right. I don't come back for a standing ovation because there is none at that point. So I would not stay with a cheater, but I have the means to not stay with a cheater. I would never entertain anyone that broke my trust, whether it was an emotional affair, mental affair, physical affair. I wouldn't stay. And my partner and I, my now husband and I, agreed that if either one of us cheated, we forfeit everything we own to the other person and walk away empty-handed. And that means I would forfeit everything I own to him, include the house, the property, whatever the case was, the vehicles, and he would forfeit everything to me, and we would just walk away and start over with a clean slate. So that's where we stand. We're both faithful people, and we're both realistic, but we enjoy one another and we respect and trust one another. And it's our intimacy regarding the value we've placed on one another when it comes to friendship and respect, and the fact that I value his heart and he values mine just makes a world of difference. So anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about. If someone you know is cheating on their spouse or their partner, should you tell their partner? I absolutely would. But you can also let your friend or family member know, you shared this with me, I'm going to share it with your spouse. Or if you're cheating, don't tell me, because I don't even want to know. So that's all I've got. I hope this helps someone, and I hope everyone's having a good day. Bye-bye.